In another day and time, maybe, but not now.
Welcome back. Good morning. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
And together we're back here home resting. Oh, we're going in and out. All right, well, let's get it started. All right. New brain contains a built-in pain map that activates in different regions when relieving pain in the face, arm, or leg. What about the torso? I don't know. Researchers at the University of Sydney have revealed a detailed map-like system within the brainstem that regulates pain differently depending on where it occurs in the body. Their discovery could help develop safer and more precise treatments for chronic pain that do not depend on opioids or cannabinoids, as Scott told me earlier. The study was published in Science on August 28, 2025. Would you like to know more?
The brainstem functions as a vital communication link between the brain and spinal cord, directing every single signal that travels to and from the brain. It also produces more of the neurochemicals essential for thought, sensory processing, and survival. The study used 7 Tesla function magnetic resonance imaging, which is, we're going to call that fMRI, right?
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. What does that have to do with Tesla?
Maybe Tesla makes it.
They came up with it.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Elon, check.
Yeah.
Check another box, man. One of the world's most advanced brain scanning technologies, with only 2 currently available in Australia to identify how 2 key regions of the brainstem can regulate pain through the placebo effect.
Placebos.
Yeah, well, it's kind of weird.
Power of the mind, right?
Yep. No, definitely.
Dr. Lewis Crawford, lead author and research fellow at the School of Medical Sciences and the Brain and Mind Center, said, quote, "This is the first time we've seen such a precise and detailed pain map in the human brainstem, showing us that it tailors pain relief to the specific part of the body that's experiencing it," end quote. The study builds on decades of work by one of the authors, Professor Kevin Kie, deputy head of the School of Medical Sciences and a mentor to Dr. Crawford.
Okay, so let's chat about that a little bit for just off script here. So if I get a paper cut, it's very painful.
So I have one right there.
Yeah, very painful.
Yeah.
But if I get a small little tiny cut in my leg, like between my knee and my foot, somewhere on my my calf or shin, you hardly even notice that. Is that because you got more nerve endings in your fingers than you do in your leg?
Yeah, I mean, this is hurting off and on, but like,
right. Or if you slam your finger with a hammer, or then you bump into something with your leg, it hurts, but it's not this. Yeah, don't show that. Don't show that.
The other night I smashed it in the dryer and it bled.
It's not. It's more. It hurts. More sensitive in your hands and arms than it is in your leg. So anyway,
it hurt.
Yeah. In the experiment, 93 healthy volunteers were exposed to heat on various parts of their bodies. A placebo pain relief cream, which is what? What is that? Was then applied. Placebo is nothing, right? Yeah.
Vaseline.
Exactly. Hand lotion. And then applied while researchers secretly reduced the temperature, training participants to believe the cream was effectively easing their discomfort.
Well, that's like the frog in the pot of water.
Yeah. I don't know about that. I don't know if I'd go for that. But anyway.
Each person's pain threshold was individually calibrated to produce a moderate level of pain. Using a self-reported pain scale from 0, no pain, to 100, the most severe pain imaginable, like you're curled up in the fetal, right? Researchers determined a heat level between 40 and 50 degrees that matched each participant's perception of moderate pain.
Later, the same pain stimulus was applied to the placebo-treated area as well as a separate untreated area for comparison. This is fascinating right here. Up to 61% of participants still reported less pain in the area where the placebo cream was originally applied, typical of a true placebo response. Quote, "We found that upper parts of the brainstem were more active when relieving facial pain, while lower regions were engaged for arm or leg pain."
This is fascinating.
Yeah,
cause and effect stuff. And
I'd like to maybe talk to these people that were involved in this study. So I don't get that. But anyway, I mean, when you feel pain, I feel it, right? And if you feel it go away, like have you ever used the stuff? It's not a sponsor. Blue Emu. Johnny Bench used to advertise for it, and then
great Cincinnati Reds catcher.
Yeah, and what's his name? The Chicago Bears coach. What was his name? Ditka. Yeah, Ditka. He chimed in with him. So those guys obviously know pain, but I've used that stuff, and I can't. It doesn't help me a bit. Now, if I use Icy Hot, again, I'm just throwing out brands here. Or what's that other stuff? It smells like eucalyptus.
Yeah,
well, they all do actually.
Like mentholyptus, Halls.
Yeah, Halls. Yeah, it kind of helps the pain. But yeah, Blue Emu, I never could. So maybe that's the deal. Maybe some people are more sensitive to this stuff than others, or vice versa.
Maybe I should put some cream on this.
Yeah, I don't advise that. Don't show that anymore.
Okay.
Don't show that anymore.
Okay. Very well. 2 key brainstem regions are involved in this process: the periaqueductal PAG, let's just call it PAG, and the rostral ventral medial medulla, RVM, the PAG and RVM. These areas show distinct patterns of activity depending on where pain relief was directed, and the upper parts of the PAG and RVM more active for facial pain, while the lower parts were more active for arm or leg pain.
Okay. Quote, the brain's natural pain relief system is more nuanced than we thought, says Dr. Crawford. Going on with a quote, essentially, it has a built-in system to control pain in specific areas. It's not just turning pain off everywhere, but working in a highly coordinated, anatomically precise system. Okay. We've talked about that. The brain is probably the most complex thing on our body, right?
Yeah.
And we owe that to the people that we're in the likeness of, right?
Yes. Heavenly Father
and Mother, yeah.
Understanding which brainstem areas are linked to different parts of the body may open new avenues for developing non-invasive therapies that reduce pain without widespread side effects. Quote, we now have a blueprint for how the brain controls pain in a spatially organized way, said Professor Luke Henderson, senior author and professor in the School of Medical Sciences and the Brain and Mind Center. Continuing the quote, this could help us design more effective and personalized treatments, especially for people with chronic pain in a specific area of their body.
The study also challenges long-held assumptions about how placebo pain relief works. Instead of relying on the brain's opioid system, experts say a different part of the brainstem, the lateral PAG, is not only responsible but works without using opioids and could instead be linked to cannabinoids activity, which is that's a hemp. It's a marijuana effect. Yeah.
Cess, Buddha, weed, hemp.
Yeah.
Mary J. Yeah.
Not that we know anything about that stuff.
Nothing. Quote, opioid-based pain relief typically activates central areas of the brain and can affect the whole body, whereas the cannabinoid circuit that we identified appears to operate in more targeted regions of the brainstem, said Dr. Crawford. This supports the idea that cannabinoids may play a role in localized non-opioid pain control.
Quote, knowing exactly where pain relief is happening in the brain means we can target that area or assess whether a drug is working in the right place. That's according to Dr. Crawford. Going on with a quote, this could lead to more precise treatments for chronic pain that don't rely on opioids and work exactly where the brain expects pain relief to occur. A huge step forward for pain management.
Yeah.
All right.
So there's hope for us, right? After all.
Sounds like a push for marijuana use with pain relief.
It does.
So,
well, if they could take the THC out of it, they can take the THC.
Yeah, I don't know, but is that...
It's like taking caffeine out of coffee beans.
Yeah, what's the point?
Well, if it targets if it's a placebo effect,
but isn't that the juice that's in the marijuana that's supposed to be the
hallucinogen?
Okay,
gives you the munchies.
But
that's what I'm told.
It tells your brain everything's all right, right? I mean, that's the whole idea.
Hakuna Matata.
That's the placebo effect, I guess you could say. So, anyway,
you got a point.
Good topic.
All right.
Don't get any paper cuts or don't stick your thumb in the same meat grinder that Steve did.
Don't do this at home.
No. Take care.
See ya.